Yeah, I look orange on yours.
Look how much pinker I look on yours, though.
Hello, people. Here we are.
Della Williamson is now live with welcome. Now we know what the description is. So,
Ziggy, stop.
write a comment. Welcome. And we're live. We don't know where everybody else is yet.
Oh, you got two.
Well, it's it. Hi, Bertie. How are you? We're having slight technical difficulties. I think it's all Della's fault.
We come. Noel. We come. Oh, we come.
W-E-L.
There we go.
Okay. Ta-da! Hello, Christine. How are you? Hello, Rick. Hello, Ava. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in this evening to the... Well, I would say two fat ladies, but that title's already been taken. You know who they are?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So we're the two psychic ladies. We're the psychic
I
ladies.
thought we were the psychic goddesses.
We are the psychic goddesses. But
Although lately.
lately it's kind of been like, We're doing okay here. We're both kind of in pain today and sleepless. Sleepless in San Antonio.
We're not able to find a comfy spot.
Unable to find a comfy spot, sleepless, and why are you pulling? Your dogs are doing weird things again.
Just look at her ear.
So this is Wednesday, the 29th. I had to write it down because I wasn't going to remember. I hope all of you are well. Does anybody have any questions so far? Yes, I know, but we were not given. We were given that name. We didn't choose it, and so we just sort of ran with it. And now I'm kind of like, should we keep it or not?
I can't see what she's saying.
Christine says, yes, y'all are the psychic goddesses. We try.
I don't know how long I'm going to be able to sit here, but I'm going to try to sit here for a little while anyway. I had therapy today and my leg is going.
And is this the last week of home therapy?
Yeah.
He's going to send you to physical therapy 3 days a week, I bet.
Yep.
She sees the orthopedic surgeon on Friday.
Yay, he's going to be so unhappy.
No, I don't think he is. You've had some setbacks with pain levels and sleep and stuff, so...
Bleeding ulcers.
And bleeding ulcers, and so you've had... It's okay. I think you've made remarkable progress, considering it's only been, 2 weeks now?
2.5, actually.
No.
By the time, 2 weeks.
2 weeks exactly yesterday. It'll be two, yeah.
By the time it's going to be 2.5.
I think you're doing great. Hi, Tricia. How are you, sweetie? So, they're sharing a charging pad. Welcome.
Welcome one and all.
If anybody has any questions they would like to ask, feel free. If you have a loved one from the other side that you might like to speak with, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, she's going to have to read everything. I got glasses on, but I can't see diddly squat right now.
And, basically we were shopping in the store today, and Della was like, where am I? What am I doing? So we're having one of those days. Yes, Bertie, ask your question. So if you want a reading, say, I want a reading. If you have a loved one, tell me their name and their death date or their crossing date or their rebirthing date or whatever it is you choose to call it. And we will try and get in touch with them. And we answer questions of all kinds of questions: spiritual, the meaning of life, how to cook a nice cobbler kind of thing. I'm glad you're good, Trish. And Ava, we hear you got a part-time job. I think that's marvelous.
Good way to meet people in that little bitty town.
Yes, it is. Hi, Casey. The longer a person has been, whoops, let me go back. Bertie is asking, the longer a person has been passed, is it more difficult for them to come through?
Depends on what they're doing.
Yeah, and so yes and no. If sometimes it just depends if they don't want to come back and they just don't want to know how to communicate with us. Howdy, whoever that was that said howdy. So that sometimes it's not that it's more difficult for them. They need to learn how. And
when they first cross over, it's very difficult for them.
Yeah. And then a lot of times, the longer they're over there, the less identity they carry. First time here seems interesting. Oh, thank you. So sometimes they lose their sense of identity after a while, and identity of who they used to be. So from that standpoint, they wouldn't want to come back.
Sometimes they realize it's like, well, I learned that karma. It's like, now I need to move on. It's like, I don't need to go back there because I've already learned what I needed from that group.
So I am making my list of people who want readings. I hope that answered your question, Bertie.
Who else is on besides Ava? Hello, whoever you are.
And welcome, Joe. I'm glad you joined us.
Who's Joe?
Joe Rivera.
Oh.
And if I am not mistaken, it is the Black Swan Inn, Joe Rivera.
Oh, cool.
If I am mistaken, good. You cannot hear on Della's.
I don't know why.
Oh, or is it? No, okay, wait. That's not what she said. She said, cannot hear Della.
I cannot hear Della. That's because I'm talking quiet and I'm tired and I hurt.
Okay, Bertie, I got you down. I'm making my list for readings. I have Trish and Bertie so far, and Christine.
In case you're wondering,
And
I'm
Mary Pat.
sitting back because I have my foot up.
That's probably why you can't hear Della's, because she is sitting back because she's putting her foot up. She hasn't yet managed to get full extension or full flexion, which is why the physical therapist is not happy with her. But I'm not happy with the physical therapist. So there we go.
I wouldn't let her touch me today.
Okay, let's see. Oh, good. I got the right Joe Rivera. So I remember your face and everything now.
Yay!
I am scrolling back, looking to see who.
In case you're wondering why she's gawking at the screen.
Yeah, I'm trying to read the comments to see who's that has a question. I got Mary Pat. That's why. Casey's there. Bless you, Della. Good to see you. Sarah is there. Hi, Sarah. And Bertie, bless you. We missed you. Yes, we all miss her. What did I just do? I don't know. Did you turn the light on?
Did I? No, I did not.
It's probably not even plugged in. Don't worry. No, don't. We're okay without it. I'm lit from the kitchen. Then we're lit from up here. Okay, so I have on my list of people who would like readings to be Trish, Bertie, Christine, Mary Pat. Have I missed anyone so far?
Sarah's
And
on one side. Sarah's a flipper.
She's cheating on me with you in front of me.
Cheating.
she's trying to touch the screen on her phone, and
I can't see the damn thing. Here, maybe that'll help.
yeah, there you go. She's having a hard time tonight, but at least she's here. Okay.
Hello, Shy.
So does anyone else have any questions before we get started with readings? This has been an interesting journey of, her foot got caught the other day in something and she couldn't move, and all I could do was stand there and laugh like an idiot. And she's like, help me. I'm laughing because she couldn't move. And
She's about ready to pee herself. She's laughing so hard. It's like, yeah, thanks.
It was hilarious at the time.
It probably would be hilarious now if I remember what the hell it was.
You were trying to get out of the chair. She moved from the couch to the recliner, and she couldn't get out of the recliner and got stuck.
Yeah.
And I was, more than willing to stand there and laugh at her.
And then you tried to kick it down and it flipped back up on me.
That is the worst. I mean, it's a huge recliner to begin with.
Sorry, that's me.
That was you pushing the table. That's all right. You're all right. You're fine.
It's a comfortable one once you get it back. Problem is you can't get it back down.
Yeah, it's actually big enough you can pretty much lay down crosswise in it. So
well, that's why I got it, so me and the girls can all sleep in it at the same time.
Yeah.
Because they always like to be in the chair with me.
Well, yeah. Girls meaning her dogs.
My dogs.
Okay, so Trish, we're going to start with you, and then if you want to read, chime in, because we're going ahead and get started while we have a captive audience.
If you have any questions in the meantime, it's like, any oddball questions, anything at all, we're open to answer anything you want us to answer.
And
Right or wrong.
Della will only be adding to tonight. She will not be doing readings because her brain is
Friday.
Her brain is fried and her brain is in pain from her knee. So, Trish, your first card is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is about, look, I'm trying not to cover anybody's face. The Five of Cups is about seeing what you've lost, not seeing what you actually have. And grief. Sometimes... Okay, got it. Sometimes we look so hard at what we've lost, we don't see the gifts that are standing right in front of us. Your second card is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is about listening and learning. Trish, your last card is the
Stars.
The Star card. Sorry, I'm seeing it backwards in my screen.
Well, I'm dyslexic, so I see it normal.
Oh, there you go. And the Star is about staying connected to spirit. It's about making sure you are balancing your life out properly. I hope that makes sense, Trish. If you have anything out.
Yeah, I'll hear you.
Okay, the next one,
Are you juggling again?
Yeah, trying to. The next one is for Birdie. Cheyenne said you're looking pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Birdie, you have struggle, and this is the Devil card. This is about struggle and strife and working at opposites. So somehow or another, you're either working against yourself in some way, or someone is working against you, or you're working against them. So something's good, Trish. I'm glad. Something in your life, Birdie, is at headbutting stage in the event or relationship.
Headbutting?
Then we have headbutting. Then Birdie, you have the King of Swords, which is about standing your ground. It's taking that sword and cutting through the crap, getting to the truth, standing your ground, standing in your authority. Because, sure, Joe, let me put you on a list. Okay. Because the Page of Cups is right there, which is about finding your emotional center. It's about finding your finding more of your path and staying more on your path than you have been. It's about a deeper connection. I'm hoping that makes sense, Birdie. Okay, Christine is next, and Christine also wanted to know if there was anybody here for her. We've not had a lot of luck this week in contacting the spirit world.
They see I'm in pain, they're staring clear.
Yeah, pretty much. So no, I'm not. That's why we started out with reading. No, Christine, I'm not getting anybody. At least not yet. If someone does come through, I will let you know. Sorry, the cards aren't cooperating. So, but this, Christine, is your reading. Christine, you have the Empress, which is about sitting in your authority, sitting in your knowing that you are powerful and creative. You can bring everything it is you want, but you've got to believe it first. So a lot of it is about faith.
Oh, I think that's it.
You're done? Okay.
Sorry guys, I gotta go lay down. My leg is going, no, not yet. It's like, so, sorry. I'm gonna try to make it at least a half hour. It's like, nah, no. Ain't gonna happen. Sorry. Well, keep going.
I know. I was just...
There's no way of sneaking off that way.
No, there's no way of sneaking off that way.
The only reason I have a walker so I don't fall down on my ass.
Yeah, because I can't pick her up.
Yeah, you'd be laughing too hard.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so Christine, your first card was the Empress. Birdie said get some rest. Your second card is the Eight of Cups, which is about your spiritual journey. Your third card, Christine, is Death. Death does not mean death. Death means transformation. Della shouted from the other room. It's about moving from one state of being to another. So based on this, Christine, I would say that you have to be walking into some faith for this transformation to take place. You're fighting it, I think. It would be better if you don't fight it and just go with it, because transformation is almost always a good thing. The next one is Mary Pat. Mary Pat would also like to know, is there anyone here for her? Sarah, did you also want a reading, or did you just wanted to see if there was someone from the other side? I cannot figure out why on Della's camera I look kind of pinky. On this camera I look kind of yellow. On mine I look yellow, so I have no idea. Casey, well, I got you on the list. Mary Pat. Sorry, I'm hearing cat noises. You're welcome, sweetheart. Christine. In case we were all wondering who I was responding to. Mary Pat, this reading is for you. You have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is about making sure you use your knowledge and your intuition combined together, because that's what's going to be the most complete information. Then we have the Queen of Coins, which is also about sitting in your authority financially, knowing that you you don't necessarily have to call things to you, Mary Pat. You have to know they're coming, if that makes any sense. Oh, and it is doubly more important, Mary Pat, because you got the King of and Harvey's yelling at me. We've got the King of Coins as well as the Queen. And that says to me it says to me that you need to be sitting more firmly in your authority. You need to be Know things are happening. Don't make them happen. Know they're happening. And this thing is getting yellower by the second. My camera is. I don't have a clue. I hope, Mary Pat, that makes sense. And I'm still not. Is there anyone here for Mary Pat? Not specifically. There is someone here, but I don't think they're. Get to breathe. There isn't, I think, someone specifically for you, Mary Pat. There is just someone here in general. So, I hope, Mary Pat, that all makes sense. So, Cheyenne was next. So this reading is for Cheyenne. Della's lovely daughter. Cheyenne, you got the Hermit, which is usually a call to not to make sure that you are sparkling. Your second card is making sure you're getting enough rest. Because your third card is the Ace of Cups, which is about new possibilities coming up. So I'm thinking there's something going to be happening great for you guys up there that you're going to have to be rested for, and you're going to enjoy it for sure. Which is interesting because I don't think of anything happening up that way. So I hope that makes sense for you, Cheyenne. That new path or the new leg of your path, those new beginnings that are of an emotional kind of component. You're more than welcome, Cheyenne. Okay, next is Joe. And Yolanda wants a reading. Joe, your first card is the Four of Cups, which is about Spirit trying to give you something that you're not looking at. You're not seeing it all that closely. Your second card is the Magician, which to me says that you're quite able to create whatever it is you want. You're quite able to create magic in your life. Your third card, is the Eight of Cups, which is about the spiritual journey. So, on one hand, you're not seeing your gifts from Spirit. On the other hand, you haven't taken that spiritual journey yet. But you've got the power within you to do both of those things. There is nothing stopping you. When the Magician card is present, there is nothing stopping you except yourself. I hope that makes sense for you, Joe. The next one is for Casey, who would also like to know if her grandmother is here. Let me run that back and make sure. Yes, grandmother, Debbie, who died, unfortunately, just not too long ago. It's always traumatic when someone dies. I'm not sensing her, Casey. It could be because kind of like our household is fraught with pain at the moment. Yeah, no, not plugged in. Our household is fraught with pain, and the spirits don't necessarily want to come in when there is that kind of energy. So between my knee's been acting up, Della's been in constant pain for the last 2 weeks, so it is not a surprise that they're like, ooh, nope, never mind, we're not going there. But your reading, Casey, is the that's what I thought it was. Some of the women in this particular set I'm using look an awful lot alike. Especially backwards. This is the Queen of Coins. She's about someone who has worked hard. Things are looking she's very well off financially and spiritually, but there is something, Casey, that is bothering you. There is something that seems to be standing in your way. It is actually you standing in your own way. And then we have the 5 of Coins, which is about this is the poor me card. This is the no one notices me card. This is the I'm down and out and nobody will help me card. So while you've got the ability to take care of it yourself, you're looking to other people to fix it. Now, what that is, I don't know. It could be now that we're all getting ready to go into yet another change with the school system here in Texas, there could be some fear over that. There could be some inability to make a decision. So I hope, Casey, that makes some sense to you. This next one is, oh, good. I'm so glad when I make perfect sense. This next one's for Yolanda, who would also like to know if her brother-in-law is here. Yolanda, could you tell me your brother-in-law's name, please? Because there is someone standing over here and appears to me to be male, but I don't know who it is. Okay. Let me finish Yolanda, and then I'll get back to Casey in a second. Yolanda, you have the Moon card. I'm sorry. The lighting is changing so drastically. You have the Moon card, Yolanda, which is about a possibility that there is an imbalance going on emotionally. Then there is the 3 of Swords, which is, I'm going to say somebody has stabbed you in the back recently, or something has happened to break your heart. And then we have the 5 of Swords, which is, swords are generally about conflict or contrast. And the swords are, and for you, Yolanda, I'm sorry, sometimes I have to read and talk at the same time. Something has happened in your life lately to bring about an emotional imbalance, and it feels like you may have been betrayed by a friend. I hope that makes sense. And you said that his name was Winfred Hooker, I'm assuming, is what you meant. Could I ask you to elaborate on who you are or how you died? I'm kind of getting that it's like here. Um, his heart. So maybe that was related to the cards that I got because that was the heartbreak card. And he said his heart broke. Now, whether that meant he had a sudden accident or he had a heart attack or he died of a broken heart, I don't really know. That's all he's really telling me is my heart broke. Can you tell me your name? Good. I'm glad that makes sense, Yolanda. And the gentleman who's standing behind me is no longer there, and he refused to tell me his name. He just needed somebody who got his heart broken. I get the impression that it was not necessarily emotional. It was a physical something. I hope that helps everybody. And Mary Pat, he's gone now. And Sarah also at some point wanted to know if there was any. Sarah, you never said whether you wanted a reading or not. Can you give me the name of the person you're thinking of, Mary Pat? And Sarah, when was the last time you were at the river? There is a message and a gift. No, Bertie, I did not. So hang in there with me. Sarah, there's a gift or a message waiting for you at the river, and I'm thinking it's from your water dragon. Oh, okay, Yolanda, that would make sense if his heart hurt. Maybe something. Oh, say, okay, is Clarence or Morgan available for Mary Pat? Um, yes, Mary Pat, I think so. There is a gentleman who sort of popped in and was sort of like lounging around like this, like he was very comfortable with you and would have just walked in the house and said, hey, how you doing? And so do you have something you'd like to say? I'm thinking he's saying that he misses you. He doesn't get a chance to come around as often as he would like. So, but he's kind of like, would always find the bright spot in a situation, would always kind of never let you look on the dark side. I hope that makes sense, Mary Pat. Lori would like to know about her niece. Does your niece have a name, please? Okay, Bertie. You wanted to know about Delbert McComb. My camera's just doing the weirdest things. Okay, who? Someone either Bertie, let me get back to that one, please. Conchita. This is her. Okay, stop making me feel that. Did she drown or choke? Because I'm getting someone who had throat issues. I know I'm not the best swallower of liquids. I sometimes inhale them instead. But this is something different. This is, as soon as you asked about her, I started feeling weird in my throat. So something happened with Conchita and it's very insistent to cut off her air supply in some way or another. I hope that Okay, then Conchita is here because that's exactly what I'm feeling. I appreciate that. I don't know why that came as a bit of a surprise to me, but okay. Um, she says she's not sorry that she hung herself. Um, she felt that it was the best way to get out of her situation. And she's not sorry. She's sorry people has acted the way they have, but she's in a better place. It's you guys that she's worried about, but she's not sorry for what she did. For her, it was the best way. I think she knows that, Lori. Otherwise, she wouldn't have shown up. So, thank you for that confirmation. Thank you, Conchita, for coming and knowing that she wouldn't have been here, Lori, if she hadn't loved you and missed you as well. Wow, that was kind of intense. Thank you. Thank you, Lori. And thank you, Conchita. Oh, Annalisa. Okay, let's see. Is there anyone here? Annalisa, did you want to try and contact someone and get a reading, or just contact someone? Because if you want a reading, please say I want a reading. Is there anyone here for Annalisa? I'm not getting anything because you're welcome, Lori. because now I have a headache from all the coughing that I just did. um, okay. No, Annalisa, I'm sorry, I'm not getting anybody, but you're on the list for readings. Tina Flippin wants to know, do you have a visitor? Uh, yes. Have you been seeing like a small black dog shape in your house or around you lately? Because someone is visiting you in the guise of like you're just seeing a dog out of the corner of your eye, kind of thing, or you hear something that makes you think there's a dog around. Um, so who would it be that is trying to visit you as a dog? Or okay, it's in a way that they said makes you feel unthreatened, safer. So who would that be? This is, I'm assuming, Tina's husband, Winfred. Um, okay. Have you, Tina, been seeing like shadows that might look like a dog? Okay, I think we can safely assume at this particular point that that is your husband. Come back to say it's okay. Okay. All right. What I'm hearing is that because he's coming back in the guise of a dog, he's trying to say, you're protected, you're safe, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. A lot of times I do automatic drawing, and this says to me, don't worry about those shadows you've been seeing. It's okay. You're protected. The reflections and the shadows, it's okay. I have no... Okay, can you guys see the color changes on the screen like I'm seeing them, or does it look normal to you? Tina, I hope that helps. And Sarah, did I get your reading? I think I did. So the next one would be Annalisa. If I didn't, Sarah, say so. Annalisa, your first card is the Temperance card. Wow, okay. And I'm here all by myself, so I can't do anything about it. Your first card is the Temperance card, which is about refining yourself. Sure, let me get you on the list, Lori. About keeping all the balls in the air and doing all the right things for your growth. Then your second card is the Knight of Cups, which is in this particular spot. Okay. So I'll put you back on the list, Sarah. I'm not sure why I'm changing color. Hang on, Tina. Annalisa, your second card is the Knight of Cups, which is about, in this particular case, it's the stirred up emotions. Something has happened to knock you off kilter a little bit, and you're no longer as balanced as you could be. Something has happened to throw you off your game. And you need to get more in touch with spirit, do your spiritual practices. Look, see, it just changes like that. Huh? I have no idea why. So do whatever it is, Annalisa, to get back into balance. That's entirely possible, that the lot of visitors this evening are throwing it off, but it's not throwing Della's off. Hers is just fine. It's me. Hang on a second. Oh, that's just lovely. That's making it worse. There's nothing I can do about it. Hi, Kim. All right. I hope that makes sense, Annalisa. This next one is for Lori. Lori, you have the Ace of Wands, which is about new directions, new Nope, that didn't help. New directions and new paths that involve creativity and using your resources wisely. And then the second card is the Three of Wands, which is usually a card about business, about having your business and your opportunities are out there, if that makes any sense. And then there's the Two of Wands. So you got all wands tonight. So for you, Lori, it's about being creative. It's about using your resources in a different way, sort of like out of the box thinking to whatever the issues are that you're having. That's wild to get all three wands. So, yeah. Look a little further ahead. Hey, Monica. Look a little further ahead for your, I'm going to say your resources. It seems to me you have some gifts coming. So just look a little further ahead for those. You're welcome, Lori. Sarah, your reading is next. Yes, I did get sidetracked with your water dragon. Sarah, the Knight of Swords. So keep moving. Hang in there, Laura, a second. Keep moving and cut through the crap that seems to be holding you back, because you have choices and dreams and hopes and wishes. So pare them down a little. Don't take off such a huge chunk all at one time, because if you don't pare it down a little, it will cut into your joy and happiness, and it will cut into that what is best for the family. I hope that makes sense, Sarah. Go ahead, Lori, and ask your question. and we'll see if Conchita is still here. Hi, Janet. Della is not here right now. She is resting on the couch from her surgery. She did actually try to sit up with us for a while today, but she had, hey, Ashley, she had a total knee replacement 2 weeks ago, and she's still in a great deal of pain. So she just left her phone up here for me for us to continue on her page. So Lori had a question for Conchita. You're welcome, Sarah, and thank you for saying it makes sense. They don't always make sense. Well, they never make sense to me because it's not my reading. Yes, Lori, she did. It hurt too bad. It wasn't something she could live with. And I don't even know what it was. But she, it's also one of those things that rarely do those who have crossed over. Hold on, let me see something here a second. Because when I hold the paper up, it comes up perfect. Rarely, Lori, do those who have crossed over hold a grudge. Rarely do they carry importance as to why they may have died, or what caused them to cross over, or people that were mean. So from her perspective, it doesn't necessarily matter anymore, but you did specifically ask. And she's asking you too to not hold a grudge. I hope that makes sense. She's like, right now it's just not important anymore. Everybody pays for theirs. We get rewarded for our sins. We get rewarded for all the good things that we do. Karma will out in the end, whether it's this life or when we cross over. And I'm sorry that she felt that this was the only option open to her, because it wasn't. But let go of what happened. Don't let go of the person, Lori. And make sure to cut out of your life those things that no longer serve you. And those people that no longer serve you. I hope that helps and I hope that makes sense. I don't even know. Oh my gosh, this hour went quick. It's 25 after. So, unless anyone has anything else, I'm sorry, Conchita is still quite a very strong presence. Unless anyone else has another question or would like a reading, I am going to say adios for tonight. I never use that word, so apparently Conchita still her presence is very heavy. She seemed like she was a very nice person. She just was manipulated a lot. You are welcome, Yolanda. So, being 8:25, I think, I am going to say good night. Oh, the picture's in your cabinet, Tina. You said it was your father? Let me scroll back and see what I can find. Okay, Tina said, I've also been catching pictures and images of other family members that have passed in my cabinet behind me. Is that your father? Is that my father? No, it's not. No. That is something else. That is, okay. That is a spirit guide saying, have you forgotten them? So it might be, okay, this is going to sound a little weird. Thanks, Mary Pat. Tina, take the pictures out of the cabinet and set out a meal. Like have a family dinner with the people, invite them in, the people who are no longer living, and invite them in and have a family meal. You can sit there, eat with them, or just leave it there for them. But it's like someone is telling you to don't forget where you came from. Don't forget who your people were. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So that's why one of your spirit guides is bringing that to your attention, that these people still need, I really need a new camera, that your ancestors from the other side still need attention and acknowledgement, not just a picture in a cabinet. Does that make sense? I hope so. Cool. If anybody needs us before next week, you know how to get in touch with us. If you want to be included in my messenger notifications, let me know, and I will include you in that, because I found a way to do a group thing that I will let everybody know about an hour ahead of time before we're going to be coming on. And so, because a lot of people have been requesting that. And with all of that, thank you so much, all of you, for showing up. We couldn't do this without you because, well, we just couldn't. Okay, Lori, I will, you have to friend me. I can't put you in a messenger without you friending me. Same with you, Yolanda. Because you can't, I don't think you can do messenger for people you don't are on your friends list with Facebook. I'll try, but friend me just to be on the safe side. And okay, I wrote it down so I won't remember it. You are more than welcome, Miss Casey, and I will see Della and I. We're assuming Della's going to be here next week. Hopefully not in pain. Oh, okay. Well, then I will make sure you're on the list, on the messenger list. And you guys have a great week. If you need us, you know where to find us. Love you all very much.